this year's Phoenix Suns team has just been like the magic cure to all of that, right? Like it's got everybody in such a good mood, which is not a mood you were expecting to feel if you're an Arizona sports fan in 2025. This year has just been rotten, except for this team.
Yeah, I hated the Phoenix Suns last year. I don't hate the Cardinals like I hated the Suns. I hated watching the Suns play. It's a burden and a chore and everything you want to watch the Arizona Cardinals play. It's just, but it's not like the Suns were unlikable.
So the Suns took it to another level for you at the end of last. Wow.
The Suns they were unlikable. They were just an unlikable team. It's not like the Cardinals were unlikable. They just they can't win a game to save their life. They've lost 10 out of 11. They're just a really bad football team, and it sucks to have to watch them every week. So, but I don't feel like they're an unlikable team. I felt like the Suns last year were unlikable.
He writes, in sum, this team feels organic and pure. Just like the legendary Bubble Suns that came together in Orlando during a pandemic, they might be on the verge of something special. They feel like a gift for all our collective suffering. Amen to that.
They have been a blessing in disguise, man. They have.
They were disguised too. It was right there, hidden up. Yeah,
and listen, I know I've said this, and I know a lot of the the KD honks like to come after me for it, but it's true that they need that addition by subtraction. KD's better off without them, and they're better off without him. The Suns are better off without Beal. The Suns are better, they're just better off, and I thought that they were going to be a better team just by eliminating those guys. But what they've done is, and I think Bick pointed this out, I mean, the vision that Matt Ishbia and Josh Bartlestein and Brian Gregory and they all put together is being executed to perfection by Jordan Ott.
Yeah,
to perfection.
It is. Unfortunately, and
this was crazy.
This was a little crazy. Unfortunately, the rest of the league, at least the media who covers the league, has yet to catch on to this. And this was one story on CBSSports.com in which the quarter season NBA awards and kind of handicapping where things are with the quarter season NBA awards. There's not one mention of the Phoenix Suns.
I couldn't believe it.
Not one. And it's the traditional awards. It's MVP. It's Defensive Player of the Year. It's Sixth Man.
Coach of the
Most
Year.
Improved. It's Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year.
It's Rookie of the Year. All that stuff.
But they mention three, and they don't mention Jordan Ott.
And not one mention. Yeah.
I mean, Bickley was like, he should be the favorite for Coach of the Year. And I'm not saying he should be the favorite, but I mean, come on, what the Phoenix Suns have done, you wouldn't think that he's in the top three when it comes to Coach of the Year. They got Joe Mazzulla with the Pistons. They got Eric Spoelstra with the Heat, and they got Mark Daniel from the Thunder. That's their top three, and they don't have Jordan Ott in the top three.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that really surprised me.
It surprised me. It doesn't take one iota away from my enjoyment of this team.
No,
it doesn't spoil it or ruin it. Or it's not like hey, come on, how come you're not giving our team the light? I don't do that, but it does. It makes me think that on a national stage, the Suns haven't quite grabbed it yet. Like here, they've grabbed it. They're moving the needle. It's very sticky. It's everyone's talking about the Phoenix Suns and the start they're off to nationally. And maybe that's just because, it's the whole reason for this silly NBA Cup in the first place. Not a lot of people are paying attention to the NBA before Christmas. That's the reason why they invented this silly tournament in the first place. And so maybe for that reason, the Suns aren't being talked about because the NBA doesn't really get talked about that much before Christmas. But either way, I would hope, and for me, it goes beyond just Coach of the Year, okay? I think you can make a compelling argument for Dillon Brooks as most improved. I think you can make a compelling argument for Colin Gillespie as most improved. I think you can make a compelling argument for Colin Gillespie as Sixth Man of the Year. Those, to me, are the four. We talked about that a little bit when you were gone. One of the days, Kellen and I on Thursday or Friday, almost like handicapping which of those four would most likely happen. We all agreed it was Jordan Ott as Coach of the Year, that's the one that seems like it should be getting the most traction at this point. But I'm telling you, those other two players and those other three awards, I think should be very, if Dillon Brooks keeps this up, you can't tell me he's not one of the most improved players in the NBA. And certainly Colin Gillespie, I don't know how you could deny him either one of those, either most improved or Sixth Man based off of the seasons
they're having. Right now they got Jaime Jaquez, Quentin Grimes, and Reed Shepherd as your Sixth Men of the Year. and even clutch player of the year. Like, I mean, Colin's been so clutch. Now they'll go to star players. I get it. The other one was most improved. They've got Austin Reeves, Jalen Duran, and Denny Advia as the most improved. And like, wow, okay. Like, no Suns anywhere to be found on this. No even mentions in the stories, about it. So that kind of blew me away that the Suns could be having the success that they're having and having guys, Colin Gillespie's having his best season. Dylan Brooks is having his best season. Jordan Ott has been a breath of fresh air, for the Phoenix Suns. I mean, absolutely proving that they made the right decision in hiring this guy. He's got a great grasp of his team and who to play and who not to play. I mean, I even think Brian Gregory, if you want to go executive of the year here. Because
I saw a story today on The Athletic.
Yeah, similar to this.
In which they polled anonymously 35 different executives around the NBA for the best front offices in the NBA and the rising front offices in the NBA. Nobody mentioned the Suns at all.
No mention.
At all. And I read it, and as soon as I got to the bottom of it, all I could think of is, it's early. It's too early for everybody. Nobody wants to jump the gun. Nobody wants to look bad. Nobody wants to, I don't know how much more they need, but I get it. We're at a quarter of the way through the season. Maybe we need to be halfway through the season.
How good was the Mark Williams trade?
It was fantastic.
It's a great trade.
Oh, the Colin Gillespie
signing.
acquisition, the Boyer acquisition has been phenomenal so
Jordan
far.
Goodwin.
Jordan Goodwin, reacquiring him for the LA Lakers when they cast him free. It's been
and
phenomenal.
I always say this, the moves you don't make. Everybody wanted the Suns to go get Chris Paul or another point guard. Everybody. No, we're not. And I reported, I reported that all summer. No, they're not getting this guy. No, they're not. No, they're going to re-sign Colin Gillespie. Oh, that's not good enough. No, it is. They like him. He's going to play a lot. So the moves you don't make, the moves you... Sure. Listen, I got to be honest with you, too. Most teams in the league would not have done the deal with Beal, and the Suns did. And they had to. It was the right move.
But at the same time, and I mean this sincerely, I will not let the lack of credit or attention that the Phoenix Suns are getting right now nationally spoil 1 second of this. Like, it really is not like I'm going to enjoy it. With every single win, I'll just be like, okay, fine. At your own risk, don't pay attention to them. At your own risk, decide not to give them. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not, I'm not going to get that hung up on the praise that the Phoenix Suns are or are not getting nationally, because it doesn't change a thing. It changes nothing. This was a team that everybody thought was going to win about 31, 32. You thought they were going to win 39. Nobody thought they were going to do this. One little story on CBS Sports or one little story on The Athletic isn't going to spoil it for me at all. I refuse to let it. I refuse to let it.
Smart. The other thing is they hired Jordan Ott.
Yeah.
They interviewed 20 guys. They hired Jordan Ott. Like, how good does that look? Right? When everybody was, they got Jordan Ott, and everybody was crying about it. I mean, if you go look at all the new coaching hires, is there a better new coaching hire than that?
Thanks for watching Burns and Gambo. Click to see more from the guys and hit the button in the middle to subscribe so you never miss a video from Arizona sports.